Hi Jeremy, as promised today I teach you how to do a perfect, amazing tiramisu Italian way. So, first ingredient, I tell you the ingredients first and then we will see the process. It's very simple, but it's not like ragu bolognese where you can be creative. You need to stick to the plan here because if you do something different, you will screw up, nothing will happen. So, half kilo of mascarpone, fresh Italian cheese, mascarpone, you find it even in your country, this American place, I don't know what is it. 4 eggs, okay? Very important, when you separate the eggs, okay? Now, I put already the yolk here, and the white is still here. Now, when you separate the white, make sure there is no yolk or any other impurity. If there is some white in the yolk, it's fine. If there is some some yolk in the white, disaster, okay? The egg white must be perfect, clean and pure. 100 grams of sugar, divide in 50-50 because you will need to separate. You use 50 grams in one moment and 50 in another moment. Lady fingers, Italian, how do they call it in Italian? I don't remember. Savoiardi, sorry. Savoiardi, which you will need to dip. Containers, where you will put the tiramisu. Now, the savoiardi, when you prepare, you will dip in the coffee, usually. But since my wife doesn't like coffee, I prepare another magic potion, that I call it, which I will make with fresh milk, cocoa powder, and some rum to give a twist. Okay? That's the base. It's very simple. Put the yolk in the machine, or if you have the hand pimer, you just need to mix it with the sugar. So the first 50 grams of sugar goes with the 4 yolks. Yep, egg yolks, something like that. Alright, very simple. Put it like here and start mixing. Now, after a couple of minutes, when you see the yolk and the sugar are proper mixed up together, you start pouring the mascarpone in the egg yolk. Don't put it all together in one shot. Go piece by piece, like you take some, like that, open, or you can drop it from here, yolk out. That's it, close, and then you keep piece by piece. Now again, open, another piece. Okay, Jeremy, so now you can see it's all merged together. Very nice, lovely. What you need to do now is to remove everything, put it in a container, and we will mount to a snow. Beat the white. I will show you. Okay. Okay, so I removed everything I prepared before, which was the yolk plus sugar plus mascarpone. And say mascarpone, not mascarpone, okay? Or you will have nightmares tonight. Now, egg white, you put the egg white. Of course, we cleaned very, very well the machine and the tool for the same principle that I said before. You need the egg white to be pure to make sure it will mount like snow. Now, you just put it itself alone, or in the machine, if you have some kind of machine like this, or in a container with the hand machine, and you start the machine and then you start pouring the sugar, but slowly, not in one shot, okay? And you keep going until you see it's very steady. I will show you how much steady must be. be super thick. And to know if I did a good job or not, just move it. Hai ripreso questa cosa?
Sì.
You see? It's not coming down. So it means it's very thick. Now what you do? Take a spatula. Here is what I prepared before with the yolk, etc. Usually I use a glass bowl, but now my glass bowl it's busy with the bread. I'm preparing also bread today, as you can see. Alright, so what you're gonna do? Take some and put it here, okay? You just need to mix it. But this thing must be done handmade, not with the machine. Okay? And just move it all together like that on a circle and use always the same circle. I mean, or clockwise or counterclockwise, whatever, but don't change. Otherwise you will kill the mascarpone. Okay? You just need to put, and then when you see it's properly merged, because one is white and the other one is yellow, so when you don't see white anymore, but you see just a color which is in the middle, you are done, and you can proceed with another piece.
Vai.
Okay, Jeremy, so as you can see, I finished collecting here the egg white and mixing with the mascarpone cream all together. Very gentle, as I said. Don't be Texan, be gentle. Alright, so you mix it until you don't see the white anymore. Alright? Always on the same side. You go down in the bottom and then you come up. Down and nice and slowly. Nice and easy. Ta, 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 ta. Okay. You will see before, when it was only the red with the mascarpone cheese, it was thicker. Now it's more softer. It will become softer and softer as long as you keep doing it. When you see it's enough, it's well amalgamated.
Mixed.
Mixed. When it's mixed, finished. Now it's time for the magic potion. You leave this aside, okay? As I said, normally you will use coffee. My wife doesn't like coffee, so we go for half liter of milk, 4 teaspoons of cocoa, and some rum. This is up to you.
100 ml.
As much as you like. I mean, this is where you can be creative. Put more rum, less rum, more chocolate, more if you want to put sugar, whatever you want. Mix a bit in the blender. Alright, now what you want to do is to use this to dip the savoiardi. There we go. We have more than enough. Okay, Jeremy, so the potion is ready, savoiardi ready to be dipped, but first you do one layer of just the cream, like a bed for the savoiardi, okay? There we go. All right, not much, because this is just the bed. There we go. Now, just dip the savoiardi inside. Make sure they are nice and wet, very wet, super wet, soaked, correct? Soaked. All right. And then when you soaked properly, you start putting the savoiardi here, here, and there we go. And just basically you prepare a complete layer, a full layer, you cover. Okay, Jeremy, so as you can see, I prepared a layer of savoiardi. Now, second layer of mascarpone cream. This time don't be gentle, put as much as you like. Cover it completely. almost done. A bit more here. Okay. Side. There we go. Okay. Usually, what I would do is to put another layer of savoiardi on top, because usually the mascarpone is 2 layers. The tiramisu is 2 layers. In this case, since I'm doing 2 little bowl, I will do only 1 layer and 1 layer. Usually I use a bigger bowl and I do 2 layers, okay? So once you finish, let's say with the second layer, now, once you're done, if you do it 1-2 layers, it's up to you. As I said, ideally use 2 layers. In this case, I'm doing only 1. I just put the cocoa powder on top, like this, with this strainer. Correct? Strainer, perfect. And there we go, as much as you like. And if you are very gluttony, no? Greedy. You can put also chocolate like on top of it, but usually this is what we do. Now you just put it in the freezer, 2 hours, and it's ready. Cover with some cling film, and that's it. Jeremy, enjoy. Let me know how it is once you do it. Ciao.
Vai.
Okay, Jeremy, so this is the last part of the tutorial. Eat the tiramisu. Now, you open it, you put it in the plate. The thing that I want to stress you about, use fresh eggs, because this is not cooked. So you can end up in the hospital and get salmonella if you don't use very, very fresh eggs. Like 1 week max from the chicken to the egg. No more older than 1 week, okay? Ciao and enjoy.